This is my reaction to the UFC 288 press conference, which featured the whole main card, 10 fighters. Aljamain Sterling, Henry Cejudo, Bilal Muhammad, Gilbert Burns, Jessica Andrade, Yan Janan, who gives a fuck. Movsar Evloev versus Diego Lopez, Brazilian Justin Bieber right there, and Kron Gracie and Charles Jourdain. It was a decent press conference, I shit on the other ones, but it was a decent press conference. It wasn't the worst in the world like we've seen before, The last one was not great because Dana White ruined it, and he kind of ruined this one a little bit, but I'm not going to fully blame him this time around because, he's lucky it was quite decently fun, because if it was boring, it would have been his fault. But let's start with the main event. Aljamain Sterling versus Henry Cejudo. It's just both going back and forth at each other. Henry Cejudo said some stuff about Aljamain Sterling, called him a fake Jamaican here and there, and Aljamain Sterling did the same back. It was overall a fun situation there between two guys. Aljo said some stuff. He says he's going to beat Henry Cejudo. I think Henry got the better of it, to be honest with you. I think Henry Cejudo got the better of this. He did make some errors here and there, and stuff where it's like, he had a good line, but then he ruined it. At the end there, when he said, I accomplish everything. I'm the flyweight champion. I'm the medal Olympic champion. I'm the flyweight champion. I'm the bantamweight champion. And I've got better hair. It's just, and even Aljo was saying, that's a bit cringe, man. You ruined it with the hair part at the end. He fixes his hair to make it even more cringe. It's just, Henry Cejudo lives up to that Triple C name, Triple Cringe himself. But it was funny in the meantime. And, And Henry Cejudo, it was fun. It wasn't bad. Both were going back at each other here and there. But, it wasn't the best. No, it was good. What am I saying right now? It's just Aljo. Both of them brought it, man. Media members and Dana White. What the fuck happened to him? Legit, what the fuck happened to Dana White? Henry goes and Aljo trip back and forth. Henry says, Aljo says, who have you effectively taken down and damaged and dominated? Henry said Marlon Moraes, which is true. He did beat Marlon Moraes. But again, Moraes was hurt. And he was gassed. But more so because of Henry Cejudo causing that. But still. And Aljo said he was hurt. And, And Henry, he didn't think Aljo was making weight and that. He didn't think Aljo is making weight and sort of that stuff. And he looks over to Merab and says, if Aljo doesn't make weight, you come up here. And they tried giving Merab the mic, but Dana White just said, don't give him the mic. Dana White, man. No drama, Dana. On here, man. If Cejudo argues, let's say Cejudo argues with Kron Gracie. Oh, that was perfect. You should have seen embedded there. I just guessed that completely. I could have just said Charles Jourdain, someone else, but I just said Kron Gracie. Perfect timing. Should have seen embedded. Kron was completely mad. I'll get to him in a second. But but Dana White, Why won't you let Cejudo just argue with other people? And you let him, and you let him argue only opponents that he's fighting on Saturday. I don't understand. I don't get it, man. Why? Before, he was completely fine with it. You know? It's just so annoying. He failed this last time with Kevin Holland and Jorge Masvidal. And now Masvidal's retired. How does that make you feel? We'll never get that fight. And we'll never see him get to talk trash on live. You know? So, yeah, Dana. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Do people love boring press conferences? God, people are so fucking dumb these days. But we move on though. Aljo and Cejudo trip back and forth. Yeah, and then when what was funny what Cejudo did was when Yan Jianan was asked a question. I don't know why she was asked a question. I couldn't give a really fuck what she says. I mean, not like her and Andrade have beef or anything. Either way, I wouldn't really care. And when she's asked a question, Cejudo's like, let me translate that for you, Yan Jianan. Aljamain's gonna get destroyed. I think he said, and he didn't say that exactly, but he said Aljamain's gonna get destroyed by Triple C. No, I know he said Aljamain's gonna bend the knee for Triple C. That's what he translated for Yan Jianan. Which was a funny moment, man. You gotta give it to Cejudo. He brought the press conference. You know? Last time, Adesanya and Pereira, both fucking dull as fuck. No offense to both of them. Adesanya and Pereira were dull as fuck. You know? And the one before that, Edwards and Usman, nothing too crazy. Before that, Jones Gone, both fucking dull as fuck. Both fucking dull as fuck. You know? It's just, you don't see crazy beef with all of these, man. But Cejudo brought it. And I wonder what it would be like if him and O'Malley, if we're to fight. In the press conference, the build-up would be awesome. I kind of hope Cejudo wins this weekend, to be honest with you. Because it's just going to be more fun. Like, I don't know. I'm not really feeling the buzz for this fight this weekend. And I feel like it's more so to do with Sterling. Because Sterling doesn't have that golden name that like these other guys do. Like Cejudo and O'Malley. He doesn't bring that spark. I think Cejudo O'Malley would be an awesome build-up. And a competitive fight as well. Because I do believe Sterling would just dominate O'Malley. I think you just submit O'Malley. But, yeah. Cejudo, funny guy. We move on, though, to Bilal Muhammad, Gilbert Burns. Both guys respect to each other. The winner of this one says Dana White will get the title shot after Colby Covington, so he clarified that, and he officialed that, and he cleared that up. The winner of this one will be the backup replacement for Colby Leon when that's official later this year. Yeah. The winner of this one will have to wait, sadly. So no more active Gilbert Burns if he wins, but because obviously Leon a bitch, man. Why does he have to delay this shit? He's not injured at all. Just take the Colby fight and move on. But yeah, winner of this will get the title shot. Bilal says New Jersey's shithole. Also Cejudo said New Jersey was peasants people. Yeah, it's just when Aljo, I'm still talking about Aljo Cejudo, just brought the press conference. But, yeah, and Andrade says she's ready. But Bilal says, he's ready to beat Gilbert Burns and get the finish. Stuff like that. And Burns said he's ready. Just casual stuff. They both have respect for each other. Brazilian Justin Bieber, Diego Lopez, Yan Jianan, and Andrade, who cares? They both said they're ready. Couldn't give a fuck. Andrade said she wants Zhang Wei Li if she wins. I mean, I get it. Just pick a fucking division for once, man. You lost to Blanchfield at flyweight, or back down to strawweight. Pick a fucking division. I hate when people just jump between the two. Unless you're an unranked fighter and not really great and probably won't be a champ, you can do that. But you're a top flyweight and strawweight contender. Pick a fucking division, you fucking bitch. Alright? So if she just wants the gold against Zhang Weili, you won't fucking get it. You got smoked last time, you fucking bitch. And Diego Lopez, he's ready. Stepped up for the competition. Stepped up to the opportunity in competition like Movsar Evloev. And Evloev said he wants the Korean Zombie if he wins. He wants to rebook the fight versus Bryce Mitchell, who of course pulled out. This is why Diego Lopez is fighting. But yeah, good words from Evloev. He wants a Korean Zombie. Don't know if he'll get that, to be honest with you, but he could get like Cater if he wins, or just rebook the Mitchell fight. Because it's still an interesting matchup. And yeah, Kron Gracie, he has the personality of grass growing. It's just, yeah, I mean, him and Charles Jourdain were interesting. Jourdain said he's going to have the new gloves. He's going to punch the new gloves on his face. Yeah, it's just, yeah, not much there. Kron Gracie, he's been weird this week, man. He's been kind of weird. But yeah, face-offs, Cejudo, through the pillow thing with the baby stuffies with Aljamain Sterling, Sean O'Malley, and Alexander Volkanovski. And then, yeah, decent matchup there. Aljo is big. Aljo is huge. Bilal, Burns, nothing much. Andrade Gian, nothing much. Lopez is big. Diego Lopez, the Brazilian Justin Bieber, he's big. He's big for the division. Very tall. I do believe Evloev will beat him, though. And Gracie, Jourdain, whatever. Decent press conference. Can't wait for the fights. It's just, I don't know. I just wish, I don't know what happened to Dana White. I don't know what happened to Dana White. It's like he just got struck with lightning. I don't know what happened to him. I really don't. But yeah. Decent press conference. Yeah. Kind of wish we saw Merab on the mic and say some stuff, but whatever. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Press conference reaction breakdown. And yeah. Peace.